Good morning and welcome to Get Up and Go Friday on Hillary Encourages, a voice of encouragement to the nations. I am Hillary Dunkley Campbell, the face and the voice behind Hillary Encourages. How are you doing on this Get Up and Go Friday? This morning, I just stopped by just to share a word of encouragement with you on the topic do not disqualify yourself. And my encouragement for you today was inspired by reading this devotional written by my dear friend Victory Donna Morris. On day 18, she writes about do not disqualify yourself. And she spoke about how she got the word to step out on faith and go and get that loan for that home improvement. But even though she got the word, she still allowed the enemy to to put fear and doubt in her mind. And she didn't move until she stepped out on faith. And then the word of God activated the promise that God gave her in his word. And she writes here in part, decide to walk by faith and make bold steps towards God's plan for your life. Whatever it is that you are in need of, step out in faith today. God has great things in store for you. Be adamant that yesterday was the last day you saw yourself as unqualified. But I want to say today is the last day you see yourself as unqualified for whatever it is that God has um, promised you, or whatever it is that you have in your heart that you desire to do. But the enemy is telling you, people is telling you that, hey, you're not qualified for it. How will you know if you don't step out and try and do it? And I think about it this way. How will you know if you can get that driver's license, get that driver's license, get that vehicle if you don't go and apply for the driver's license? How will you know if you're going to get that visa to travel to wherever if you never apply for the visa? If you never applied and go and get your passport, so God is willing to grant us the desires of our heart according to his will and his purpose and his timing. But we must do our part. It's a partnership. God is not going to do for us what he has given us the ability to do for ourselves. God will grant us favor and he will open doors and opportunities for us. But we have to show up. We have to do our part. And many times, what the enemy does, he wants us to think that we are not good enough and he disqualifies us. I bring it home to myself. The Lord gave me the directive to do a conference. And immediately I'm like, my mind is telling me that I can't do it. I am used to hosting, helping others put on conferences because the job that I do, I that's part of my job description to host conferences. But I have never said I'm gonna host a conference by Hillary Dunkley Campbell. But the Lord said differently. And I'm stepping out on faith. And I will share the flyer with you. I am stepping out on faith and I'm hosting my first, God's first, I can, I shall, will. I can, I shall, I will Youth Empowerment Conference 2004 on March 23rd, where we're going to help young people to identify their purpose, help them to identify who they are, and just embracing their uniqueness and just telling them that there's hope, there's a future for them. And I am doing it. I am stepping out on faith. So whatever you are doing, don't worry about it. You just be obedient and do not disqualify yourself. Don't let the devil, don't let people's opinion. If God has given you that vision, God will make the provision. Even if you don't have a cent, you just be obedient, you step out on faith, and you go and do what God is telling you to do. Do not disqualify yourself. You want to go back to school? Yes, you haven't gone back to school in years. Go and put in the application. Yes, you want to travel the world and you don't even see the money to even go and buy the first plane ticket. Don't let that disqualify you. Go and get your passport. If you don't have it, go and apply for the visa. Watch God work it out for you. So I touch and agree with my sister's word in her book today, and go and get it on Amazon. It's called Move to a New Mindset 21 Days Devotional. Beautiful devotion. It will change your life as you read it daily. Go, do not disqualify yourself. Do not disqualify yourself. The word of God reminds us in Philippians 4:13, and it says, I can do all things through Christ which strengthen me, which means that you're not doing it in your own strength. You're depending on God to help you to do whatever it is that you desire, whatever God is asking of you to do. So stop disqualifying yourself. Step out on faith and trust God that God is going to help you to fulfill that purpose, that desire that He has placed in your heart. God bless you. I pray that you are blessed. I pray that you are encouraged. And I invite you, I'm going to have more details coming up about this conference. I can, I shall, I will. It's Saturday 23rd, March 23rd, 2004. We have three dynamic speakers, and they're going to come and they're just going to give, you know, they're just going to allow the Lord to use them, and just we're gonna empower our young people to step out in their future, because they are the future, and we know that the enemy is trying to destroy them. But with the help of God, we are gonna do our part to empower them and get them going on the right path that God has ordained for them. So mark it on your calendar and try and be there to support us on this endeavor. God bless you. And before I go, I want to encourage you. If you don't know Jesus, today is the day of salvation. Invite Him to live into your heart. It's the best faith, eternal decision you will ever make. God bless you. And as always, on Hillary Encourages, remind yourself that I can, I shall, I will. I can, I shall, I will. I will not disqualify myself, because with God, I can. God bless you, and see you next time on Hillary Encourages, a voice of encouragement to the nations. God bless you.